All right, guys, we're here to talk about the Royal Rumble on Saturday. Let me give you my predictions. This is what I think is going to happen. I'm going to present it and how I think the card's going to, how the matches are going to shake out in the card. I think we're going to start off with the Girls Rumble or Women's Rumble, whatever, what have you. So far, I think surprises wise, I mean, there's not many. I think there could be one big surprise, and then I think there's going to be some smaller, like normal shit that seems to happen every year with the ladies rumble. I could see definitely, obviously Trinity, Naomi, whatever you want to call her. It seems like a foregone conclusion she's going to be there. Probably Mickie James with the Nick out. Like, you know what I mean? She works for Ohio Valley, which is an affiliate with WWE, but Nick out is the whatever SmackDown general manager or whatever the fuck. I could see her definitely being in it. Plus, we like bringing Mickie James back. Michelle McCool probably most likely, and I don't see that as that's not a surprise or a surprise entrant. That's really because she's I think been in almost ever. She's been in the last like three or it was the first, and then like the last two or three. So yeah, I could see it. I would say like a big surprise entrant. I want to say probably AJ Lee. I mean, it would make sense. He's back. Why not? I mean, I think it would be a one-off, though. I don't think it would necessarily lead to anything further. I think it's just she would be there. She would be there, get the huge pop, this and what have you. Here's my final four for the Ladies Rumble. And I think the Women's Rumble is opening up the card and doing this in the order of how I think the card will shake out. My final four for the ladies would be Asuka, Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Michelle McCool because she's been in it. So it seems like a weird one, but I think she want to be a bad one to bring back, at least from the Divas era. You know, I don't what would I guess you call it the Divas. Like I see her, she was more athletic. She's one of the better female wrestlers back then. I don't think it was closer toward. I think kind of closer towards the end of that time. I don't think she ever, I wouldn't necessarily say she was a lot better than most of them. And I think she's had good showings. She seems to have strong showings in the Rumble when she's been in it. So why not put her in the last four? I think they give it to Bayley. I mean, who else are you giving? Rhea Ripley not in it. Being a champion, she's not, she's the strongest one out there right now. There's no Charlotte. I don't feel like Sasha Banks is coming back. I don't see that being a thing, personally. And who else? Fucking back. I don't think you're going to give it Becky for a second time. I don't necessarily think we're ready for that. I don't know. I think Becky Ray, and I don't think Mania. I don't think you need that. I think Jade Cargill debuts, and I think she's going to throw out a shitload of people. And I think they're going to dump her. Maybe a lot of people seem to want to see Bianca for some reason. But I don't know. I don't know. I think they've kind of been shuffled Bianca behind a little bit. She was really hot, and then kind of, the Ray kind of threw a monkey wrench in that works, and then it seemed like they wanted to give her, looked like they were going to make her a heel, and then, I don't know. I could definitely see her and Jade Cargill at Mania. If we're going to do that, we're going to get the big, Jade, we're going to give her a push from there out. Second match is probably going to be Logan Paul and Kevin Owens for the U.S. title. I don't think he should beat Kevin Owens, but he probably is going to through some sort of chicanery. Maybe Jake Paul comes in, causes a distraction, or fucking hits Kevin Owens and he gets rolled up. It's going to be some horse shit. I think he's probably going to hold the title to WrestleMania, my opinion. The next one, I'm going to say the Fatal 4-Way would be next. That's easy. There's no doubt in my mind. Roman Reigns is going to win the Fatal 4-Way. There's no chance unless he were to get hurt or in a fucking car accident on the way. He's not losing. That's not happening. The Tribal Chief is winning. I'm sure there'll be some sort of chicanery or maybe not. It's a Fatal 4-Way. I mean, it's not set in stone that we need anybody to fucking hit, I think that's a better play. Like if there's a lot of like people they seem to think Tama Tonga is gonna sign, and if we're gonna have Tama Tonga, I think it's better for him to come in with the bloodline there as opposed to coming out. I don't know that I don't think he's necessarily, and I'm not saying nobody knows who he is, but he's mainly wrestled in New Japan. It's not like an AJ Styles or somebody who fucking has been, who's wrestled a lot in America. He's a lot of his career has been overseas, New Japan, and where the rest of the world, not so much the States. So I think you kind of have to build him. A good way would be to bring him in. You ban Solo. Say in the beginning they may in that night decide that Solo Sikoa is and Jimmy Uso are banned from ringside during the Fatal 4-Way. LA Knight's clearly not winning it. I think he's bound for Logan Paul at WrestleMania for the U.S. title, and he's going to win the U.S. title probably. AJ and Randy Orton. Shit. My bad. I have to cut some of this. I don't think AJ and this could get flip-flopped with the Kevin Owens Logan Paul match because maybe we want some of these guys are going to end up who don't win. When they don't win, maybe one or all three of them end up in the Rumble. It's possible. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm not 100% certain that the men's Rumble is going to end the card because it could be afterward. Hard to say. I don't know. But I think it definitely, I mean, regardless, the Tribal Chief retains the title. The men's Rumble, I think we're going to see, we're in a weird spot where a lot of guys are aging out that they like to, certain dudes they like to bring in. So I see, and like I said, I've already said, I don't think Tama Tonga, as much as everybody seems, he makes no sense to fucking debut in the Rumble itself. He needs some build up, unless he interferes and that is in the Rumble. Makes sense, and then maybe have him, I don't know, say he's screwed, like say Randy Orton, and Randy Orton comes out, RKOs him, and sets up a feud going in the Elimination Chamber, or which we still have an Elimination Chamber before Mania, so Lord only knows what's going to happen. For surprise entrance, I think certain ones wouldn't be big surprises, like Matt Cardona. I think that's going to happen. Andrade, most likely. There's some weird ones. A lot of people are thinking Ken Shamrock because of he signed a Legends deal very recently. And it makes some sense. He still wrestles in great shape. I don't see why the Al Bundy of wrestlers shouldn't fucking make it. He looks like an old Al Bundy. Or probably. I guess he kind of looks like fucking Ed O'Neill now. Whatever. What have you. Also, here's a weird one. I got a weird one for everybody. A PCO. Nobody's talking about it. I'm talking about it. Let's get PCO in the fucking Royal Rumble. What is it? Pierre Carl Ouellet or Wallet? How the fuck you say his last name? I don't know. It don't matter. PCO. But do that. Man, let's get weird with it. Fuck it. All right? You don't even necessarily have to be in there long. He dump a couple, like a Kira Tozawa or some shitbag, or who the hell cares? Why not? All right. my Royal Rumble Final Four will be Cody, clearly, CM Punk, Gunther, and Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar dumps Gunther. That's gonna, that'll be the whole thing, which will lead to the WrestleMania match, I think that's the end game there. He takes down Lesnar, then SummerSlam, he gets finally gets the title match. I don't know, one of CM Punk or with somebody or both of them eliminate fucking Brock Lesnar, and then I'm gonna make a real bold prediction that nobody's made. And check it out. I think we're gonna have a repeat. It's the 30th. Nobody's talking about it. It's the 30th anniversary of '94 Rumble. I think Cody and fucking CM Punk are going to go over at the same time. It's going to be like Luger and fucking Bret Hart. We're going to go over at the same time. It's going to be it's going to be the fucking fatal four-way, or not a fatal four-way, triple threat match. It only would make sense. They won't do the same thing as they did at WrestleMania 10. It's not going to be two separate matches. Seth's hurt. I think the reason you would do that is because if Seth's hurt, he doesn't have to do as much in that match. We could actually pull like a Terry Funk type of thing where he gets hurt and they take him to the back and then he comes back out. They've done that before. I think Seth would be a good dude. He's a good enough, wrestler and entertainer to pull that the fuck off. Not that I consider him the same way as a Terry Funk, but he's good. I like Seth Rollins. That's how I see it. All right, guys. Hopefully my prediction. Tell me in the comments what you think. If you like the channel, like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching Big T's Wrestling Predictions. And good night, guys.